on this 2010-2015 Honda Civic with the 1.8L engine. P0777 points to the automatic transmission, seeing a /T clutch pressure control solenoid valve B as stuck on. In plain terms, the transmission control side may not be getting the pressure control response it expects from that circuit. The driver may notice abnormal shifting, a warning light, or the transmission may feel like it is not applying as smoothly as it should. Broadly, this can involve fluid level or fluid condition, debris in the transmission, the solenoid itself, the related hydraulic circuit, or an internal transmission problem. We are going to keep the diagnosis in order and separate, proving the fault from verifying the repair. Before getting into the testing, save the freeze data and any onboard snapshot with the HDS. Then start with the basic system checks. That gives you the conditions the car saw when the code set, instead of chasing the problem blind. Start with the ATF check. Warm the engine to normal operating temperature. Make sure the transmission is filled to the proper level and check for leaks. Then drain the ATF through a strainer and inspect what comes out. If the strainer has metal debris or excessive clutch material, the diagnostic path calls for replacing the transmission, then moving to repair verification. If the strainer does not have metal debris or excessive clutch material, replace the ATF and continue with the problem verification. Next, verify the problem. Turn the ignition switch to on Roman 2, clear the DTC with the HDS, then test drive the vehicle with the shift lever in D and let the transmission shift through all 5 gears. Watch the OBD status for P0777 in the DTC's menu. If the HDS shows failed, the fault has been duplicated and you continue to the solenoid B operation check. If it shows passed, treat it as an intermittent fault and the system is okay at this time. If it shows not completed, the monitor has not finished, so test drive again under the needed conditions. Now check a /T clutch pressure control solenoid valve B operation. Clear the DTC with the HDS, select clutch pressure control, linear solenoid valve B in the miscellaneous test menu, and run the solenoid B test. If the HDS shows normal, solenoid valve B is okay, so this is treated as an intermittent failure and the system is okay at this time. If the HDS shows failure, follow what the HDS directs based on the test result. If a part is replaced, go to repair verification. If the HDS does not determine the cause, continue to the solenoid valve B inspection and avoid guessing. Inspect a /T clutch pressure control solenoid valve B and determine whether it works properly. If solenoid valve B does not work properly, replace a /T clutch pressure control solenoid valve B, then verify the repair. If solenoid valve B does work properly, do not keep condemning the solenoid. At that point, the path is to repair the hydraulic circuit related with shift valve B, or replace the transmission, then verify the repair. Keep the final verification separate from the testing. Turn the ignition switch to on Roman 2, clear the DTC with the HDS, test drive the vehicle with the shift lever in D, and let the transmission shift through all 5 gears. Then monitor the OBD status for P0777. If the HDS shows passed, troubleshooting for P0777 is complete. After that, check for other pending or confirmed DTCs, and if any are present, check what they mean next. If the HDS shows failed, go back to the solenoid B operation check and recheck. If it shows not completed, meet the test condition and check the OBD status again. The key on P0777 is to prove whether the transmission is contaminated first, then duplicate the code. Then use the HDS solenoid test to separate an electrical or solenoid issue from a hydraulic or internal transmission issue. For more diagnostic training, visit stepdiagnostics.com.